So I'm right back at it, and with this tag today being a snowman on top of a snowflake, it's a really pretty layered tag, and it's so simple. You might have a die to cut out, or you may use a Cricut machine, or you may use a Silhouette, or whatever kind of machine you have, but you have to find a snowflake that has a fairly boring center, basically. I found one on Wrap It Up, so that's the one I'm using. Then a circle that will fit in the center, using it from George. And then I found a top hat on Create a Critter, so I'm going to use the top hat for the snowman. So let's go back to here. So my snowflake, I've done it at, what size is my snowflake? Snowflake is approximately 5 by 5. It's not a huge flag or a huge tag, but I wanted it to be big enough. Then I did the hat. I measured it to the circle. I want the circle to fit within the circle of the tag, and then the hat has to fit the head of the snowman. So basically I've put it beside there to see that it fits. So all of these pieces are going to get cut out. Sorry, I can't get... Okay, anyways, I will move that in a second, cut out my pieces, and I'll be right back. So these are my pieces, and I also cut out this extra piece that is from Christmas cartridge. And it was just to give it some more dimension, because this just seemed a little flat even though it had sparkles. So I wanted to add another piece on top just to give it a bit more dimension. So what I'm going to do is actually pop it up. So I'm going to take my pop dots, which I have a gazillion of, and I will pop it up, and then I'll show you the next step. So this gives it a dimensional feel, with the pop dots lifting one from the other. And I've pieced together the snowman with his hat. And those two go on top of each other. One of the things that I love to do in my craft room is create what I need out of the scraps and the products that I have in here. So I like to just sort of, I don't know, repurpose things that I have. I happen to have this punch, and I could use my hole punch, and I could make his face with my hole punch, which is fine, nothing wrong with that. But I kind of wanted them to look like lumps of coal. So if I cut off a few of these little tiny bits that are sticking out, I could actually create lumps of coal shapes. So what I've done is I've punched it quite a few times, and then I'm going to use these little spots as the mouth, the dots for the mouth, and then two of these for the eyes. And then I took a piece of orange cardstock and I cut out the shape of a carrot. I don't know. I probably could find it on my Cricut, but what's wrong with the old pair of scissors and doing it freehand? So, like I say, I took my punch and I just punched out the shapes that were in this splat die or punch. And this one, for instance, has got long sticky bits on it, and I wanted to take some of those off. I don't want to take it off completely because I like it. It looks kind of cool. So that is what I did for the eyes. And then for the mouth, I've got all these little ones, and I will just join them together and glue them on. So let's get to that.